What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you the 15 good cases from the ALEKS set Winter Variation. Let's get started. Winter Variation is sometimes thought to be not that beneficial as it doesn't save that much time in a solve as compared to something like CBLL, but it's so easy to learn that you might as well learn it anyway so that you can get fast singles more often. I'm not going to be teaching you full Winter Variation because only 15 of the cases are actually good, simple to recognize, and overall worth it. For the remaining 12, you should just insert the pair like normal and take the OLL case. There's going to be a very useful tip at the end of the video that's going to make learning the set way less tedious and will help you implement the ALEKS into your solves way quicker, so stick around for that. If you want to learn the rest of the cases for some reason, you can visit alekdb.net and learn from there. The link is in the description. When learning these cases, you should divide the set into cases that look similar and learn them in that order. The way that I'm going to be dividing the cases is by the top shape, into these 5 categories. So first up we have these cases with the rectangle on top. And these are by far the easiest cases to learn, and you can learn them really fast. So this one, as you can probably tell, it's going to skip OLL if you just insert the pair like normal. So it's just RU prime R prime. So the way you recognize it is the corners on front, and you have this kind of block here, and it's just RU prime R prime. The next one is where you have the corner on top, and you have kind of like everything solved. This block is on top again, but you have this sort of shape on top. And for this one, you just want to do an L prime, and then now you can see this pair. So you just want to solve that pair, and then fix this again. So again, L prime, solve the pair, and fix. And lastly, we have this case that kind of looks like the first case, except this time you don't have the block here, and this corner is facing to the right. For this one, what you want to do is U prime, hold it from this angle, and R prime F, RU prime, R prime F prime. So next up, we got these two bow tie cases, I guess you could call them, and they're both really easy to learn. So this first one, we have this back corner facing to the right, and you can notice that this actually is, if you insert it normally, you get this case. And if you know this algorithm, you can just cancel into that. So the algorithm is just basically canceling into that. So it goes like this. And for the other case, the corner is facing to the back. And for this one, you can just insert it like normal and do a back soon. And it flows pretty nicely. So insert it and do a U move, and then back soon. Next up, we have these two cases. I have no idea what you'd call this shape, but it's the one where you have this block and this edge and this corner. Yeah. So for this case, this first case, we have this corner facing to the left, and you kind of have like headlights here, I guess. So you do RU R prime U prime and insert like normal. So again, like that. And next we have this case. So what you do is you hold it from this angle, and you do RU prime R prime, then U2, RU prime R prime, U2, and then RU R prime. So those last 3 ALEKS sets were the easier ones. These next 2 are a little bit harder, but their recognition is just a little tiny bit harder, but it's still pretty easy. So all these cases have the block on the right, 2x2 block on the right, and a edge on the left. So these 4 cases are like that. So for this first case, we have 2 corners opposite each other, and they're facing opposite directions horizontally. They're facing horizontally. And what you want to do in this case is do a U prime, and then you see that you have this pair here, right? So you do L prime, and then insert the pair, and then L. So again, like that. Next, we got the same thing, but vertically. 2 corners opposite vertically. So for this, what you actually want to do is just insert the pair like normal, and take this OLL case. So all you have to do is remember that you're going to get that specific OLL, and you should be able to cancel into it pretty fast, just with the rotation and the commutator. Next, we have this case, and basically if you insert it like normal, you get this case, which is done with R and D moves. So instead of doing that, you can cancel the first 3 moves and skip OLL like that. And lastly, we have this one, where it's the 2 corners away from each other, And for this one, you just want to enter like normal, and then you too soon. And last but not least, we have the secret tip that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Good job if you made it this far. So you might be wondering, how do I practice and memorize these alcs? They don't come up that often. Well, there's a very easy way to set up these cases, and it's going to drastically boost the speed of which you can be able to implement these cases into your solves. So first, what you have to do is scramble your cube using only R and U moves. What this is going to do is, if you solve the back right F2L pair first, you're always going to get a winter variation case. If it's not one of the 15 cases we covered, then what you have to do is an RU R prime U prime or URU prime R prime in a way that the pair does not get messed up. Then you keep doing that until you get one of the cases that we saw in this video, and then you execute the alc. If you repeat this, you can practice these alcs and get them into your muscle memory really fast. Alright guys, that's gonna be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with a friend. I'll see you in my next video.